front lines of the wargaming world. You are watching Friendly Fire. Friendly Fire. The show where you can watch, learn, and even play our games live online. We will be showing some of our favorite tactics and answer your game questions. This is Friendly Fire.
Hello, everyone. I'm Keith.
I'm Jeff.
That's like the show opening. From the upcoming Blood and Fury, that the expansion is Operation Red Gauntlet, and this is Scenario 19 from Operation Red Gauntlet, cracking the Neeson bridgehead. This is one of those rare circumstances where the Soviets are defending. So there is a single pontoon bridge in the middle of the river segment to the upper right, well, at least my upper right, where Jeff is moving around Soviet units to defend. I have a crack core of Bundeswehr, Leo 1s, Leo 2s, Martyrs, infantry, various recon assets, and it looks like I have a leader. I have Lieutenant Colonel Wagner. Our goal is simply to put a Leo 1 or a Leo 2. I think it's on the pontoon bridge, isn't that right?
Yep. Actually, technically, it's right here.
Yeah, on the far side of there. So we're talking here,
right where this. Yep.
Right where that improved position is. Gee, I wonder who's going to be fighting over that. The other alternative, there's an alternative victory condition, which is to have 7 of my units within. Let me read this so we get this right.
I thought it was only 2 units.
I'm sorry, it's a scenario. Yeah, right. Victory condition. The sudden death victory conditions get a Leo 1 or Leo 2 in that hex that we pointed out, 7Q11. Yes. Otherwise, at the end of the game, the West Germans win if they have at least 2 units within 3 hexes of the bridge, basically, and with a line of sight to the bridge, and within printed range of 1 of the unit's HE or AP firepower. So 1 unit has to have the bridge in normal range.
And
sounds easy, but
you need to point out is rivers are at -1 level. So in order to get line of sight, you need to either be adjacent if you're at ground level, or on one of the overlooking hills.
Right. So the thing you guys don't know here, because you haven't gotten Operation Red Gauntlet, is there are pontoon rules now. And pontoons, since when they make a bridge, they're at river level. Rivers are at -1. So what Jeff was describing is if you're on the pontoon bridge, then you are basically at level 1. Level -1, I'm sorry. So it's really difficult to get a line of sight. How to get a normalized sight? Well, you could be above it, on the hill in front of it, but there's a whole lot of Soviets on the hill in front of it. So trade-offs as usual. But all the bridges on this river are blown except for the pontoon bridge, so we know where things are going to be happening. This is a sharp, short 10-turn scenario. It's so close, things are going to be dying left and right. in the center of my screen, I guess, how do we do? So what are you looking at, Dev? That I can't see the things here. So just below where Jeff is setting up, just south, if you will, are a couple of formations that he's moving pieces to set up. When he's done those, I get to set up within 7 hexes and not within line of sight. Hang on. Oh. All this preparation, and it's like, something ends up on top of something else. I really want to get this rolling for you guys. All the West German units. I'm going to set up anywhere basically outside of, I think it's a 7 hex range from the bridge. There's a playable area map, which we can't show you. And outside the line of sight of any Soviet units. Basically the 1, 2, 3, 4 hexes, everything within 4 hexes of the pontoon bridge, that's the Soviet setup area. So he's got to be within 4 hexes of the pontoon bridge. They're holding this, they've got this bridgehead, they're trying to hold it, and the West Germans are counterattacking to try and take it back in anticipation of a future counterattack in another scenario. I think it's
before the Soviets can bring on their reinforcements to exploit the bridgehead.
Right. The exploitation. The exploitation reinforcements are a full battalion of, is it T-64s?
Yes.
Full battalion of T-64s and a full battalion of motorized infantry?
Yes.
Yeah. The West Germans actually, in terms of where this is in Europe, the NATO has been pushed so far back that the Luftwaffe has long been destroyed, but they're so close to England that they're going to get tornado support, air support, close air support from England. So there's a tornado that comes in on turn 3. I think that's it for the West Germans, right? Yeah, that's it. And then, so the Soviets basically get a battalion of armor, a battalion of motorized rifle, and more artillery points. Jeff, when he designs these scenarios, likes to put off-board artillery in. So the Soviets have a bunch. West Germans, right? Yeah, that's it. And then, so the Soviets basically get a battalion of armor, a battalion of. Okay, well, we hear you, Devin. If we're talking to a mystery person, we hear Devin. So
we can dub it in later.
We'll fix it in post, as I often say.
Mic off.
So the way I usually do this to conserve your guys' time is once Jeff is set up, I tend to start setting up pretty quickly and take my lumps, which may be why he beats me more than I beat him. Excuse me. Looks like he has some recon units that are below the map there.
Mic off.
Scroll south with the S key, I guess, and show these guys the purple units that Jeff is working on. If you can hear us, Dev.
Mic on.
Devin, can you hear us? Oh, well, there you go. I'm looking at the stream. Oh, there we go. He heard. There we go. Yeah. So go back in. There's south of that. If you hit the S key, Devin, it should pan south. There you go. So Jeff is working on these purple units. There's some blue units and there's purple units, which I think are recon.
Yes.
Which means that when they have a red recon, that means they can spot for indirect fire. So those 3-4 artillery strikes that he has to start the game, and then he gets 3 more later in the game, it's gonna be quite the fight. Yeah. He has a lot of infantry. He has not some great tanks, but he's got a lot of artillery. The split is basically even right now. He has 4 HE strikes and 3 smoke strikes. I have 3 smoke strikes and 3 HE strikes. He gets more. I don't. He's always doing that, Do I even have a mortar? I do have a mortar. I have a Panzer.
The Soviets like their artillery.
Yeah, I know. And everybody says, "Well, why can't we have more? Why can't we have more Soviet artillery?" Well, Jeff builds it into the scenario, so there you go. Yeah, I'm trying to see if I have a indirect fire. I do have a Panzer Mortar, which is helpful. I have a Lukes for recon to target my indirect fire. Ooh. I have Panzer Grenadiers with a swapped-in Leopard 2 platoon. And I have Leo 1s with a swapped-in Martyr platoon. Panzer Grenadier platoon, I guess. Yeah, this is going to be fascinating. Now you notice in the center there's that strangely shaped hill that can look like any number of things, but there's trenches of Soviet infantry behind it. Going, yeah, come on over. I dare you. I double dare you.
A lot of that stuff, the guys at least behind the hill are in open, though.
Right. They are in the open. That's true. But I'm not allowed to set up in line of sight of them.
So I've kind of tried to place my guys so I'm pushing you out farther away if I can.
Right. And one thing that's in this order of battle is he has a number of Castet anti-tank guided missile alternate rounds for some of his tanks. And there was a quick discussion on the Facebook group. Somebody asked, well, if I have this alternate weaponry for my tank platoon, do I fire it instead of the main weapon, the regular weapon? Do I fire it in addition? Do I fire, what do I do? And we went back I always go back to the rules. What did the rules say? And what we wrote was it's a support weapon, but it's for basically armor and artillery. So in this case, armor. So when you fire any support weapon, you can fire that before or after the prime, the main weapon of whatever you're firing. So if you're firing your HE, for example, from your tanks, you can fire your ATGM as well at another target. Just like as if you were an infantry unit and you fired your machine guns at one target and you fired your, TOW anti-tank missile at another target. And I said in the comments, I said, does it make, that tank platoon really deadly? And like, well, it can. This is a game of tactics. And tactics are you have to measure what weaponry you're up against and take appropriate actions to mitigate that. So there's not too many. And we do balance it, if there's 2 Castets in here, there's a reason. And there's a reason the West Germans have, Leo 2s and artillery. And it's really going to be a fascinating scenario. And I have not played this in a long time since, before the team that did the final playtesting did it. So this is kind of fresh and new to me. Jeff salivating. Ooh, I got him again.
Actually, it's probably been at least 2 years since.
Oh, really?
Not more. Yeah, it's probably like 3 years since I've.
Yeah, you did it before me. I did it, and then the team did it during the regular play testing with the questionnaire and everything to balance it out. So, but Jeff writes solid scenarios, as everyone knows. Let me know when you're done.
I am done.
You're done. All right. So I'm going to try and do this as quick as I can. Let me develop a plan in my head. Where is that thing? It's right there.
So I'm going to place these cards into the deck.
Go take a look at lines of sight. And so what I'm looking at, guys, is I'm looking at angles, and you guys know it's like I don't just sit there silently. Well, what am I going to do? I talk about it because I think you guys are interested. So there's how do we approach? Here's our target in the middle, basically, and it is particularly well defended by infantry. There are tanks and things up here. There's a T-64 platoon up here. I'm not even sure what that is because I'm not close enough. There's here we go, cars. Yeah. So there's tanks. So I guess my question:
all the tanks are T-64s.
All the tanks are T-64. Okay, that makes it simpler. Okay, so on his left flank, we've got a well-supported system where he's got anti-tank guided missiles and recon units, so there's plenty of artillery. In the center, he's got a nose piece, but this is kind of exposed because all of these guys on the top of this hill, they don't have a whole lot of support from the infantry back here. Now, if you get in amongst this valley, he's got all that infantry and whatever anti-tank weapons they have, because I don't like to look at the orders of battle to refresh. But he's got support here. So there's lots of ATGMs flying around. There's plenty of spotters for artillery. We're going to take our lumps unless we can isolate one portion, say with smoke for 1, 2, or 3 turns, and shoot the crap out of it. And then once we prepped, get in there. But his tank battalion comes in like turn 1. So we'll see what the Westermans can come up with in this. All right. So I think what I'm going to do is I need a fire base. That's what I always do, and that means I need to be able to I want to be on like a hill and cover, and I can't be in line of sight of him, so I have to find a position where I can move to line of sight. And I think what that means is that my Leo 2s are going to go over here. And since we can't start in line of sight, and I've got a good command radius, I'm going to start here. The Martyr covering my flank.
Mic on.
You guys may want to mention why the formation has a couple different color band units in it.
Oh, there's some crossover here. So this HQ is actually in charge of the three Leo 2 platoons and the swapped in infantry platoon. We don't have all colors for all things, but when you get to an expansion, it's like, yeah, let's just leverage the counters and get a good counter mix. I don't have to start with this HQ on the map, but I typically do. It's just a little bit easier. Also, since there's so much artillery,
Keith, I hate to interrupt you. That's crazy. Now my audio is coming through friggin' OBS and YouTube.
Well, we're happy to have you.
Changed nothing. And
welcome
Chris,
to the internet.
Yeah, welcome to technology. Chris is saying I'm quiet, but I'm just going to shut the hell up. I was going to do a color commentary, snarky color commentary, but I don't know.
Now you can. I'm sorry. These are Leo 1s, so this is not the smartest idea in my head, but I'm going to go with it anyway. So the T-64s I always consider, they have a normal range of 12, but their point blank range is 6, but they have a normal range of 12, which outguns the NATO 105 with a range of 11. We're close enough that exchanging shots I don't really want to do, but I think we really do need to clear that hill. That's sort of my first objective. He's going to come in with a whole lot of tanks. By that time, hopefully, we will have moved, the Leo 2s into some kind of position that can sweep this bridgehead, basically. But he's going to be firing Castettes back. It's just going to be a bloodbath. All right, so let me get the Leo 2s. I have two ways. These Leo 2s can go in some really useful places. If they go on this hill, that's nice, but this can block.
Keep in mind, if you go on the hills, you have to be behind cover.
Right.
My guys on the hill can see onto the open portions of the hills.
The reason I consider I can't be here on the front of the hill because that's line of sight.
Yeah.
Unless this blocks, which is useless to me. So that's why it looks nice, but it really cuts my line of sight in half, and I really can't fire. I can support back here, but not closer. So that's not a good spot for my Leo 2s. This hill here is wide frickin' open. He has so much artillery. My goal here is to not have anybody in the open and not have anybody stacked, because that's the only way I'm going to minimize all of this artillery coming crashing down. Along with it'll also help with anti-tank guided missiles. The trees are great for blocking anti-tank guided missiles to some extent. So that's generally where I'm going to throw them. All right, so then the third place is let's double up here. And then, these guys, the Leo 2s, can clear this hill from here. If we have enough tanks, we can clear that hill without ever really, engaging anything except maybe here. We can also, this plan's starting to develop. It may not be good, but it's a plan. I have a plan, which is my plan, and it's 12% of a plan. I really don't think we have a choice to distract other than we do have smoke from these guys. Yeah, it's possible these guys could actually. Do I have enough room to actually deploy behind that woods? I don't.
I would just point out, if you do a Schwerpunkt all from one direction, one of the disadvantages the Soviet force has is, aside from the recon units, the starting forces are all under one HQ with a limited range.
That's true.
So
That's
if
very
you
true.
attack from both flanks, the Soviets will be limited in what they can do to react.
Right. So, and once again, Jeff has stepped onto the other side and said, "You should do this." And the story goes that we were playing defense of Frankfurt, and he was playing on the Soviet side, and there were like 4 of us on the NATO side, and every once in a while there'd be 5 of us. He'd say, "Well, I think we should do this. Like, would you get back to your side? You're a Soviet general. Get away from us." I don't know where I'm going to put these guys yet. These guys have the spare Leo 2 and Milan's and Lieutenant Colonel Wagner. All told, I net 4 Leo 2s. Wagner. Da-da-da-da. The music. Cue the music.
Yeah, cue the music.
Okay. And we need to have everybody like in valleys or otherwise in a position to spread out. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to take them and drop them here. That's 2. Oh, let me zoom in. There we go. Repack. The infantry are going to go loaded. No, I don't have to go loaded. They can get into position. The martyr can get into position. The HQ is going to go here. And then this is the 3rd Leo one, which I'm going to start him here. Okay. The Leo 2s, I am going off the cuff here. I do have a Luke's, which I do want. Oh, he can't go there. I do have a Luke's, which can spot for indirect fire for me. And a big question for me is, do I use my... I tend to use my indirect fire a little too early. This T-64 is back. This T-64 is on the edge, but can't see past there. So there's a slight gap there. What are you moving your guys? I'm trying to calculate line of sight.
He was just a little, but he was just a little off kilter from the hex.
I took care of that. Yeah, we could sweep that flank that way. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We actually are going to go mobile with these guys. I'm violating my rule of I'm so used to starting in woods, and now I have to start. All right, can you verify for me? This is not in line of sight of anybody, right?
I don't think so. No.
Well, no, the guy in the woods. So I do have to move back. I'm trying to get the line where I have to deploy.
Yeah.
I like the stack exploder because it makes nice, neat stacks. Grab this over here. We're going to start in the rough. Ooh. West Germans are revving their engines, and the Soviets are like, where are all those engines coming from? Okay, that Milan, we'll have him off to the side. Because we don't know which one he's going to be in. We're putting putting that there. Lieutenant Colonel Wagner is going with the tanks. Okay.
You can't resist putting the leader with the
it's sort of a squad leader homage thing. Also MBT. I mean, MBT has armor leaders like that. I just have to do this fast. I just don't have a lot of space to deploy. That's the problem. Is there anywhere surprising that I can be? Can I hit him from the other flank with this little bit of infantry? Is it worth it? I have 2 mortars. So this town is in line of sight to them. So that hex is out of line of sight. Except for, there's only 1 hex. So there's really nowhere I can deploy close enough on the far side to do some damage.
That hill's a little deceiving. You think, I can sit up there, but it's...
Yeah, it's just not happening.
Open.
Right, it's not happening. So I really do kind of have to combine into this. All right, then that settles that. We've made our decision. We are going to deploy over here and see how that goes. Although... Yeah, we're going to do it like this. Back. I don't have to repack him. Now this goes off to the side there. We have the Panzermörser. And the HQ is going to go with one of these. And do I have a third infantry? Or do I only have 2 blue infantry?
You have 2 infantry companies and 2 armor.
Where's the armor?
1 Leo 1, 1 Leo 2.
No. In the blue company here.
Oh, the blue you.
Oh, there's my third. I'm sorry. There's my third infantry.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. Now I could put him here because I can deploy wherever I want. You know, I mean, I'm not line of sight, so I can actually stack with that. I kind of want to put him here. Nah, just it doesn't matter. He's not going anywhere. He's got a 25 hex range with those mortars. All right, let's get this party started. It is what it is. It'll either be over really fast or it'll be a fight.
Okay. I have to say, I did kind of lay a trap for you, and you didn't take the bait on it.
Oh, good. That's a rarity.
You know, I have nobody that can see into this valley here.
Mm-hmm.
You know, aside from like this hex spine over.
You're talking about this valley here.
Yeah, so I was hoping that maybe you'd put 1 of your formations there, just to be close enough to all that infantry to.
Yeah, I thought about it, and then I'm like, you know what happens when you do that though is, you know, you get swamped by they come back over the hill at you. They're like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
So I'm like, and that's the thing. It's when you have the NATO companies. For me, it's like you gotta have to support each other. I don't usually put them all in one spot. I try to triangulate lines of sight, but because we have to take an objective, and it's actually farther away than I would like, we have to move fast. That we can do, but we're moving in the middle of the melee, to be sure. So we got to get lucky. You know, when we have 2 activations, one of them's going to be shooting. That's for sure.
Yeah.
All right, Dev, you did the card thing, right? You have all the cards set
Mic
up?
on.
Yep, shuffled them and already drew the first one. 3 144 Panzer, the diesel green.
Light green.
Gotcha. Okay. So, the first thing we're going to do actually is... All right, so that is these guys here, these 2 stacks. We're going to move the Lukes out here.
And do you want to fire?
Do I want to fire? Do you want to fire?
I want to fire.
Yeah.
I think, you know, so the range is 3, 6, 7, 8. It'd be normal range. So I know your Leo 2 is going to come in.
What? No. Say it isn't so.
You know, and I don't know if I, you know,
Mic off.
Especially, so I'm going to try to just take out the looks.
Okay.
So this guy here, how do you do the little arrow? I forget how you.
Tab key. You put your cursor over the hex and you do the tab key.
There we go.
There's that, and he's attacking this. I hope you guys can see this.
Yeah.
Can they see the arrow on the YouTube?
I think they do, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I'll just lift the counter. There you go.
Yeah.
This is the target, and that's the other thing.
So I got 3 dice at 4. 2 hits.
All right. And I have 1 die at 6 and 1 die with our new green die at 5. So this is a save and a not save. All right. So he's disrupted. And he's ops complete. All right. That was 1. Your ops complete. Part of the plan. Yeah. So I just want to make sure. I'm taking a quick look at what he's got. These are infantry and what? BTR 70s. We should be able to sweep these guys off the hill, Saggers notwithstanding. So let's go with the Leo 2 here. Are you firing?
Yes, I'm going to fire with this guy here. Again, we'll have 3 dice at 4.
Mm-hmm. Two hits. Jeepers, really? Wow. Okay. So I've got 4 to make 5 with my armor and 1 terrain to make 5, but it's the same. So I'm going to roll 5 dice to make 5. And I make 1 save. Oh my god.
You disrupt them.
Freak. However. Okay, since they're both of the things that can seriously threaten me are.
Did you forget your disruption marker?
I didn't put anything on there. I'm looking for a target now. Okay, so the HQ here basically is going to go 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
And we're going to shoot. Can we shoot? No, we can't. We have to stay on the hill. How do you like that? So we're going to go 1, 2.
Yep.
3, and we need to sweep these guys off the hill. 1,
Stop.
2, 3, 4.
Stop.
Okay. Who can see me? The infantry got a sagger?
He can.
I know it can. Does it?
He does now.
We forced him to commit his sagger.
No, I'm not going to do that because there's only going to be 3 at 4 again, and you're going to have 4 at 4. So.
Right. All right. So we can look at our nice Leo 2 here. Good shoot at the infantry, actually. 3 to make 5. But we're going to shoot at the tanks. So we're going to shoot at the far T-64 over here.
Yep.
And we've got our usual 120. So we've got 4 dice to make 3. Make nice. 3 hits. 3 potential.
Okay, so I got 3 dice at 6. Oh, that one was almost.
Oh, and 1 at 5. Oh, 1 save. So that's 2 hits. So you're reduced and disrupted.
Yeah.
Actually, I got
Mic on.
Jeff, that green headquarters unit was on the turn track. I went ahead and pulled it and put it with the rest of the formation.
Oh, you know something? If I needed to get, I should have done 2 more dice for my HQ.
Oh, well, roll them.
There you go. It's a gentleman's game. We'll roll them. 2 more hits.
All right. Well.
Yeah, now we got it.
Nothing I can do about that.
Right. All right. Now we have a normal, a quote normal shot.
Where are the wrecks?
Where are the wrecks?
Oh, there's one. I think you need to kill them. Yeah. We're gonna need a few more of those.
Well, hopefully. Gonna be yours. Okay, I'm gonna go 1, 2. You know, I just realized I cheated. His movement's only 5. His only movement's only 5, so he should have taken -1 die. So it still was enough hits to get you.
Yeah.
But this guy's gonna go 1, 2. Well, I think I'll take what I can get. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is 4. Oh, those were 4 dice to make 2. So because it was point blank. I'm sorry. This is a regular shot at 4 to make 3. I'm forgetting everything. I'm so rusty. 4 to make 3 is 3 hits on the guy
who was firing who? I'm sorry. I was moving my markers around.
This guy here.
Oh, okay.
Is firing at this guy here.
Yeah, there's T-64.
Mm-hmm.
How many hits? You got 4?
No, I got 3. I was hoping for 4, but I got 3.
All right, let's do the woods, misses, and 3. 6s, please.
1. All right. So, yeah. So what? He's reduced and disrupted.
Yep.
All right. Well, they're all done. So I'm just gonna do it this way. Say this formation is done. Next card.
And the
First
turn.
end up. So
I like
give you a
that.
short turn. Green. Ooh. Kind of log in there.
Green reservist.
Is that what they are? Reservists? Oh.
That's my story.
All right.
I'm sticking with it.
Right, exactly. I think the Leo 2s have to make a splash here. He does have BMPs there. How do we do this? We should have unloaded before we started. So, we should have unloaded, but there we go. All right, so we may as well get into position while we're doing this.
Just
I'm
come
going to
over the hill in the martyrs. It'll be
right, exactly right. So, actually, I'm just going to dismount the infantry into the next hex here. And move the martyrs 1, 2. Yeah, I really don't want to move them 3. They'll just get shot at. We'll leave the martyrs for now. So these guys are both ups. Complete these stacks. I so should have unloaded first. Got a traffic jam already. Oh my goodness. BMPs and T80s everywhere. That's that recon thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Fish. Can't see him. No, I don't think so. I'm checking line of sight in my head, guys. Sorry.
Yep, no problem.
I'm debating bringing Lieutenant Colonel Wagner either up across the hill, which puts him in line of sight, but I don't want him to be in line of sight of the T-80s over here, or just bring him around and risk the BMP-2 Saggers. Hang on for a second here. I can't move this.
Well, the BMP-2s have the...
Is this... So, right in front of the BMP here, is that cultivated?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I will come around the corner then. All right. So Colonel Wagner comes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay.
Wow. Okay. Can't believe I got around the corner alive.
Everyone else? Line of sight.
Right. Well, there you go. Everyone else follows. Okay. I'm just the infantry's loaded in the martyr, but 1, 2, 3. He's going to unload, and 1, 2, 3. He's going to unload him here. All right. That's everything for green and their attached thing. So that formation is done. That's all of them, basically. Next card.
10.
Aha. The Leo 1s, and that includes these infantry here. So I don't have a lot of
these cards, right, Devin?
Yeah.
Mic on.
Oh, yes. I shuffled them multiple times.
Right. I'm moving this infantry here for 1.
Okay.
And then I'm going to...
Wait.
What?
Well, no, I guess he can't. Never mind.
Okay. Do I have a target anywhere? I know I do. I'm gonna drop these Milans on him because I'm pretty sure I have a target somewhere. Not these 3, unfortunately, because of this city hex.
Yeah. Yep.
Which is a real bummer. And not him because of this city hex, and not him, not him, not him. It's got to be somebody on this hill here. But what's in here? That's just infantry. So the next target is that the BTR 70, which doesn't seem worth a Milan. So we'll wait.
Mic on.
What about that T-64 that's right next to the BTR 70?
I can't see him.
Why not?
Of this.
I can see him.
I think it's this.
He's on a hill.
Oh, he's on the hill. Well, fire! 2, 4, 6. He's out of range. 2, 4, 6, 8.
You're hitting on 5s?
Huh?
Mic
You're
off.
hitting on 5s?
No, he's out of range. My max range is 8. He's at 9.
For the Milan?
Yeah. Take a look.
Milan is 744. You can go 14.
Oh, I'm looking at the wrong number. Never mind. Yeah, we'll go with 4 to make 5s.
Welcome to the remedial session of Friday Night.
Oh my god. Absolutely. What? Not 5 dice. Stop that. 4 dice to make 5s.
Yes.
I see 2, 5 and a 6. That's two hits against the guy on the hill here.
Okay, so I'm going to get a total of 5 at 5 because 3 at 6 composite armor becomes 3 at 5.
Mm-hmm.
Then I get the woods, and then bonus for woods versus missiles, wire guided missiles. So let's clear those out. Clear those out and do a nice fresh. One save.
One save.
So that's enough to get him, right? You got 2 hits.
Yeah. First blood.
Second blood. You got killed his
second
partner.
blood. Right. All right. I'm going to make my ammo check. 8. Great. Let's just start off with a bang, shall we? Guys, don't get excited. Keep your firepower down. All right. Oh, that was one. We got one. So we cleared the armor off of there. And then this Milan, if I step up here, that BMP is going to kill me.
Oh yeah, because there's no town there.
Yeah, that BMP is pesky. I don't really have anywhere to go yet. 1, 2. There's nothing that can really shoot me unless you get to missiles. If I step out in the open, it could be very stupid, and I don't want to be very stupid on the first turn. There. Nope, can't see me there. Not from the valley, and there's nothing really that can shoot there. So we're going to go here. 3. And then these guys.
Hold on a second. So this guy just moved, right?
Yeah.
So 1, 2, 3.
I mean, it's got to be somebody from the hill who's firing. So if you got a sagger, you can drop a sagger. There you go. Funny you should say that.
Yeah, 3 dice at 4.
Could be bad, Ray.
Yeah.
All right, make your ammo check. ETGM ammo check versus the morale training value. 7. No, sorry, you are reloading. Well, while they're reloading, yeah, okay. Okay, yeah. So the HQ goes 1, 2, 3, 4. And I don't think I can shoot at anybody. That's okay. And 1, 2, 3, 4. May not be as smart as it looks. Doesn't look smart at all, actually. As long as nobody can see me, I'm not worried about artillery. But there is a couple of infantry that are right there that could be bad. But we're in the open. We're not in like city.
Nice.
So we'll see. Okay, that's it for this formation. The mortar's not going to do anything. Well, no, the mortar can move up. The mortar's going to move 1, 2, 3, 4. And there we are. We're done. Okay, next card, please. Oh, battlefield event. Woohoo! You want to roll or me?
Go ahead.
All right. 2d6. And we have a 7. Ooh, that means you go to
Battlefield friction.
Battlefield friction. I have rarely rolled that. So on the friction side, we have a 4. I don't even know what that is.
No mercy. And this is global. Crux of the battle. The stakes are high and everyone on the battlefield knows it. During your next impulse, as well as the enemy's next impulse, in whatever order they occur, hits inflicted by your and the enemy's units, either attacking or counterattacking in an assault, are doubled before applying. This event has no effect on direct or indirect fire. So assaults for your next impulse and mine are bloody.
Great. Just what I did. What did I do? I put my armor in front
all
of them.
the more incentive for me to go attack those.
Yeah, exactly right. So, all right. So that's, and it's funny because the card on the table, for whatever reason, only has the battlefield events table on both sides, I think. So I don't know where that is there, and I don't happen to have my charts here. So
Mic on.
Basically, it means an assault that's everything's bloody or
Mic
more than
off.
for the next turn, right?
Yeah.
Next impulse or next turn?
Impulse.
Impulse. Okay. All right. Well, we've cleared the hill off, which gives us we can move in the into the valley of death. Another valley of death, Dev.
Mic on.
Yeah, but there's not as much cultivated there to mess around with.
Yeah, and the fire rules are different too.
Mic off.
Won't burn as easily.
That will always be remembered.
Right. What's the fastest way to do this? Well, he already fired the Sager. He's got a BMP2 covering the throat of that valley. So let's just go 1, 2, 3, and deploy our infantry. Ooh. Into the next hex.
I was gonna say they're deploying pretty far.
Yeah. It's the thing. Again, I'm going to leave the infantry, but he's with it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, 1, 2. He can't. Yeah, just stay inside. Go there. They go there. Did I leave somebody behind? Or do I have an extra one? I have an extra infantry platoon. Or am I supposed to have 4?
No, you'll just have 3.
All right. Did you take it away?
Mic on.
Maybe Devin thought you needed a handicap?
You deleted it. I deleted my own guy.
Mic off.
All right. Go here.
Devin, are you suggesting Keith needs a handicap?
Mic on.
Not against you.
Suggest.
Mic off.
All right. That formation is done. Next card, please.
There are some Soviets in the deck, right?
Yeah. Not today. All right.
You already have one. You already have one end of the turn card out too.
Yeah, exactly. That's true. So, this is a BTR 70 in an infantry. What I need is some infantry, which is behind me. So this formation is what it is. These guys are reloading. Let me roll to reload. And we reload. Okay, so now I have the infantry that I want. And I can at least put them in front. 1, 2.
Okay.
1, 2. No, I can't do that because they're stacked. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to move. Oh, man, if I move the Leo 2s in there. Well, the BMP2 has the better missiles, so it doesn't have a minimum range. And that's good. On a T-80. And what am I doing? I'm not doing that.
Especially since I have an activate. This is your second activation. You could.
I think
a little bit of a riposte.
Yeah, exactly. I know this doesn't sound like NATO, but I'm going to stay put. So we're done, but we're still active there. Next card, please.
So all those guys are good to go. They're not.
Yeah, they're good to go. They're not ops complete. Oh, look, Soviets.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
And that's your reinforcements. They're like,
yeah.
Why haven't you guys moved? Well, we're waiting for you. So Dev, if you wanna zoom into the green formation and where it is on the side of the map there's tanks lined up to the right. There's light green tanks. That's the reinforcing battalion that I really don't need to be reinforcing.
Well, I have to on the east enter from the east side of map 7.
Right. Fortunately, that's not the map that I'm on. Otherwise, you hit me in the flank.
Well, that's why I looked at the instructions and wait a minute, could I come on the right here, like right here? Yeah, wipe out that.
Did we place it? Yeah, there was a north marker at the top. Yeah, so.
Yeah. So I can enter here and up. So.
Right. Yeah, so for those of you who can't see, the end of map 7 is here. So he can enter from there, and north. That's map 7 over there.
You just got a single martyr there, huh? And martyr there. Well,
I mean, I'm in the right spot. I just don't really have the firepower to stop you.
so we'll enter 2 here. 2 dice.
Stop.
1, 2, 3.
Stop.
Oh yeah, you got those guys on the hill. Damn.
Yeah, we do.
Those guys. You
Those
didn't should have
guys.
moved.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You're at 8. So we're gonna fire the infantry. That's these guys here.
4 dice at 5.
Fire the Saggers. 4 dice at.
You mean Milans?
Yeah, 4 dice at 4, so they become 4 dice at 5. This shot dedicated to Nicholas, who we had a great discussion about the Milan effectiveness. That goes way back. Look at that 3.
Okay, 3 dice at 5.
Thank you, Nicholas.
Nothing.
All right, flatten him right out. That's a great way to lead. We love that. Let me make my ammo check.
Do your ammo check.
We're good. We're really good. We shot him and we didn't run out of ammo, and he got him in the first. I love it. I love it. I love this game.
Okay, so what else we got there?
And this is in the cartoon version where all the NATO guys on the hill are doing the Matrix thing of like scooping the hand towards you. Yeah, come on. But the Soviets have like the giant hammer and sickle behind their back, the balloon one. And they take the big hammer out and go whack, 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 whack. So it was a great first shot. However, yeah, we're gonna shoot with the Milan.
The Martyr.
I'm sorry, the Martyr. Yeah, it's a Milan from a Martyr. That's here. Or here, for those who could see that. And again, the range, I believe, is 8.
Yep.
The range is 8. That's correct. And so, same thing. 4 to make 5. Bink. I see 2 hits.
Oh, goodness here.
Gracious. Great balls of fire.
1 save.
Okay, so you're disrupted. And I will make my ammo check. And I roll a 4. We're good. All right, this is good. Conserving ammo, taking names.
2 dice at 4. 1, 2, 3. Wait a minute. 1.
What are you shooting at?
This guy here.
Oh,
green,
the Martyr.
Green. Yeah, so it's 2 dice at 3. 1 hit.
So I have 1 die at 6. 4. So he's disrupted.
Same target with the second platoon.
Jeepers creepers. Freaking 125 smooth bores.
1 hit.
And want to make 6. Nope. He is reduced. So you notice I flipped that tabletop sim that I flipped it. As long as I have the counter selected, I can flip it and not, flip everything else out. So leave that off to the side. I like it off to the side because you can see
what. 1, 2, 3. Okay, same target.
Stop.
Hmm.
Colonel Wagner. Leo 2s. Point blank range.
Oh, he's part of the dark green. I thought the dark green isn't. They're all done.
Oh, I thought he was part of the tan. Oh, yeah. Never mind. This is why you may want to, when things get close quarters, put obstacle click markers on things.
Yeah. Well, it also because that's an attachment.
Yeah.
So should I go for the Leo? 2 at 3?
Might be your best and only shot.
Yeah.
They've only gone once.
At the Leo. So 2 at 3.
Okay.
Good.
Crap. All right. And of course, just so you guys know, I have 4 to make 5 in the open. I don't like fighting in the open, but this is just an unusual battle.
Ugh.
Oh, no problem. 4 saves. Woohoo! Tink, 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 tink.
That was just the one guy. Okay, so we can do the other thing. You know what?
It's not like there aren't more where that came from.
Same spot.
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3.
But now you got
So
4 to make
2.
3, right?
Yeah.
So this is the value of being able to take the first shot, as we all learned in Rivers Reward.
4 dice at 3.
Oh, this hurts.
3 hits.
I need the roll I have this time. 4 to make 5. 1. He's dead. He's gone. He's gone.
No, I only got 3. He's only take 2 hits.
Oh. Okay. I'll take that. Disrupted. Reduced. Need to roll for Colonel Wagner. So when a unit is reduced in a hex with a leader or an HQ, you roll for the leader HQ to see if it too is reduced. So if I make this, it is not. If I don't make it, it is reduced. Not suppressed if we're an HQ, but reduced. So I need to make a morale training check on the
I thought it was just
leader.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh, yeah, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's right.
1, 2, 3 good, 4, 5, 6 bad.
Right. It's a 1. It's good. Okay, so Lieutenant Colonel Wagner is the same. Now, just so you can show that the wounded side, it just doesn't have a leader bonus.
No.
But because it's there, that Leo 2 is always in command.
Yeah.
All right. No, that was not helpful. The first turn Leo 2's halved.
Gonna go after this martyr again. 2 at 4.
Mm-hmm.
1 hit.
1 hit. It's always that 1 hit. He's pinging away at me. This martyr is drawing a lot of. It's almost a 6. You know, you got a freaking lot of tanks. You know, you got a.
Uh-oh.
Are you moving?
Oh, there it goes.
Would you lose your sound?
It froze up on me.
Oh, it froze.
Oh. Okay, so let's go 2 dice.
Who's firing at who?
I missed.
Oh,
that last tank, the last tank I just fought, the second platoon that moved into this hex fired at the Leo.
Okay, gotcha.
Oh, yeah. That's just the infantry there. Alright, so he'll go 1, 3, 4, 5, 6. I guess we'll fire 1 shot at 5 on this infantry.
Oh, on the infantry.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
You can't. You don't have line of sight.
Yep. Yeah. Sorry. No.
So the reason he doesn't have line of sight is there's a cultivated here and there's a cultivated here and are at the same level. 1 cultivated, you can see through. 2 cultivated, and you can't. Which kind of gives you a little place to hide.
Yeah. Yeah. See, I'm jammed up.
But you know what Devin would do? He'd burn the crops.
Mic on.
Burn them to the ground.
Those poor rye stalks. 8 feet of rye burned to the ground.
Okay, so I ran out of tanks.
What?
1, 2, 3.
I just realized what my objective is here. And keeping those Leo 2s is kind of essential to it. A zoo.
Yeah. You do have some air power eventually.
Not yet. Give me a turn or two. Now, you guys don't, because they haven't officially arrived in your house yet. but they will. The pontoons do have a defense strength. They are an armored target.
Yeah.
And there's 3 stacked there. It takes 3 to bridge a river, unless the scenario says you need 4 or 5 or 6 if it's a wider river. So if I, drop artillery on one of them, which you can do, but again, gotta have a line of sight. If I kill one of them, then the bridge is broken, but that doesn't have any effect in this scenario, other than to cut off the Soviets on the western side. Yeah. I guess the presumption is that the West Germans will eventually bring up their own pontoon bridge. And there's the engineer. So you have to have the engineer there to convert the pontoons on the back are trucks. I'll show you while he's doing that. So the pontoons, that's how they transfer. They come in their own truck units, and then they flip to be a pontoon when they're in a hex with an engineer and next to a river. It's very simple, but you have to have the right number. Excuse me.
Okay, that does it for them.
Okay, next card. Excuse me. I am just burping. It must be Friday. Leo 2s. Okay, so this gets a little complicated, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to swap my HQ here, and the reason I'm doing that is to get an HQ bonus for recovery from disruption. I'm going to roll to undisrupt. So the guy underneath me, instead of being a 7, is now a 9. I need a 9 or less. And that's easy enough. And then the Luke's needs a 7. And it gets an 8. Great. Now, that doesn't mean he can't move. It just means that because he's in line of sight of the BTR 70 up here,
yeah,
he can't close the distance. He could swing in a hexagonal arc if he wanted to, but he can't close the distance. And if he goes out of line of sight, as soon as he comes back into line of sight, he has to stop, should you want to do that kind of a thing. But in this case, he is where he is. He just can't, because he's disrupted, he can't spot for indirect fire, which is really his job. On the other hand, the HQ is there. I need to see what this is, actually. This is the infantry with the Sager in an improved position. Oh, great. All right, so the Leo 2s are ready to roll, and I gotta see what I can do here. I just don't have any cover. That's so annoying. All right, I think what we're gonna do is start with our first smoke strike. So let me grab some smoke markers. And I just need to block these guys and get closer. That's what I need to do. So I'm actually going to block. I want to go through there.
Well, you can't spot there.
No, I'm not spotting. I'm just trying to see where I want to go and what I want to block. If we drop the smoke right on top of the hill. Yeah, we're going to drop smoke there, or try to drop smoke there. So I'm going to roll for scatter. If I roll a 6, then it scatters. Otherwise, it's on target. Close. And then I make a formation of 3. In this case, I am going to drop that here. And the third one, I'm going to drop here. All right, so first NATO smoke. There we go. All right, now we're ready for actions for this particular formation, and I'm going to... Oh, okay. There's infantry sitting there. Blocked. Just get closer. Now the Luke's, again, he's not in line of sight of the guy on the other side of the hill anymore, so he can move freely until he is in line of sight of somebody. Oh, it's so tempting. But I think what we're going to do is bring him down to support the Leos.
Well, he can't do that because the ridge line would be in line of sight of the light green T-64s.
Oh, yeah, you're right. So he would have to sweep around this way. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's as far as he needs to go. Actually, yeah, he can't see him there. Okay. All right.
Actually, I think he can see there.
Oh, well, then I'll back him up one.
Yeah.
Since we're so close, I'll use on here.
Any impulse you do that has no shooting, I'm happy with.
Yeah. Tell me about it. Yeah, it's like that's one thing about smoking NATO is, you're not shooting if you're doing that. All right. Next card. Oh, the blue guys. This is not going to be good. Speaking of no shooting.
Let's see. I think I'm going to place my guy here.
So he shifts his HQ over in the command segment. Check your command range. I think you got a BTR.
Yeah, so my range is 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So this guy here has to roll.
BTR 70 in the back. That's, I don't think I can. Oh, I can't let him. This guy back here has to roll. But
yeah, I think he's the only one, right?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So let's roll for that BTR.
6 or less, he's in command. 11, he is not in command. The BTR 70.
Commander, we're perfectly happy where we are.
Right. Orders? We don't need any orders. There's no data over here. It's all the shooting is on the other side of the flank.
Okay, so having placed my HQ here, it's only for purposes of the Red God of War. So,
what a surprise! What's your line of sight with the smoke?
Oh yeah, I don't think I can get this guy here.
No.
What's in here?
That's the infantry with the Milan. And you could get him.
Yeah.
But then you're having the same discussion I have, which I didn't tell these guys because I was moving too fast. But I did consider that infantry in the improved position with the Sagger. I'm like, is a Sagger really worth my artillery strike, especially when it's an improved position? I'm like, not right now, especially since it's ops complete Sagger.
That is the thing.
As the NATO front line advances.
I don't think it is because I think only your tanks can cause a sudden death.
Yeah, only the Leo 1s and the Leo 2s. So they're primary targets for you. But they're also my primary firepower. Yeah. Except, obviously the Milans come into, the Martyrs come into play, and the Milans come into play with your T-64s.
Just look at this tech spine right here.
Mm-hmm.
Damn it.
So Jeff's talking about this hex spine here. Hits the smoke. So that's his HQ that he would want to target the Leo 2, which is worth an artillery strike in the open.
Yeah. Okay, so I guess I'm not going to call him the artillery. So let's see what we're going to do here. Let's get him into some cover.
Stop. He's a BTR 70?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay. I know I have one more Milan left.
I don't want to move there.
But I'll check the order battle. I just want to make sure which company the Milan is with. You have one with blue and one with green. Right. Yeah, I don't one with dark green and one with blue. So the blue is the one that hasn't been deployed yet. That's the one sitting on the side here. Okay. Take the side here. Now, if you're playing a game at home and you have it close enough, you'd have this up here in the deployment box. You don't have to. You can keep by the side of the map as long as you know which formation it's with. The boxes are just for convenience, and they're pretty.
You know what? I did not mean to bring the
engineer.
The engineer with me.
Is he moving to go back, or
no? I picked him up when I picked up the HQ.
Oh, I see.
Trying to see.
Actually, I want to see what's in this HQ stack. I'm going to explode it here. So that's BADRDM2 recon in an improved position with the engineers. That is one nasty position. So the thing about engineers, guys, is that they are combat engineers, and so there's some back and forth about it. It's like, we put engineers in. Can they build pontoon bridges and fight with flamethrowers? And the consensus was yes, that especially European engineers are assault engineers, as opposed to where you might have an army that has, these are bridging engineers, these are assault engineers. But in European armies at the time, from the research that we did and from responses of people who knew more about it, they're assault engineers. They have an assault value of 3 dice to make 3s instead of the usual 2 dice to make 4s for infantry. So they are deadly when they assault, which is what the point is. So you kind of got to get them before you get close. But in this case, that they're sitting in an improved position on the objective. So let's get 7 units within 4 hexes and have a line of sight is sounding more attractive than assaulting that position. Ooh. Nah, got nothing up there. Oh,
this guy didn't do anything yet because that was from.
That was the one from last turn.
Yeah, it was from the opportunity fire.
Right.
And I got to roll for the reload.
5. Ooh, he reloads. There you go.
And nothing's in line of sight. Fair enough.
Well, that's not strictly true, but oh no, the smoke, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, he could see stuff down here, but the Sager's not going to do much against your infantry.
Right.
So, we got an infantry in there. Should I assault the Leo? So it would be 3 dice at 4 against. What do you got there?
Which Leo? The green one?
This one right here.
2 to make 4.
No, but mine would be 3 at 4, right? I got the extra die for the infantry.
Yeah. But you take an opportunity fire shot right there.
That tan, those tan
yeah,
guys.
The two supporting Leo 2 platoons. I think it's 2.
I can fix that. I can go here 2.
Oh, there you go.
And then 3.
Well, I mean, I can still shoot at you when you're adjacent. I just get a -1 for the smoke, right? Or are you completely shrouded in the smoke? This is where lead playtester knows the rules better than designer. That's why designer asks.
These 2 guys are all ops complete. There's nobody adjacent to this smoke hex.
Oh, they're ops complete. Duh. Right.
Okay, so we're going to do the assaults. Unfortunately, the bloody whatever that was has expired already. So.
Oh yeah. So all right, so you've got 3.
So I'm going to get a bonus die because you have no infantry with you.
Right, and you get 3 to make 4, and I do 2 at 4.
Boom.
Oh, ouch! Yuck! There's no saves in assault. All right, so you got me, and I almost got you, but that was well worth the trade.
What did you end up rolling? 2?
I rolled a 4 and a 6, so I got 2 hits.
Okay. I'll make that exchange. So actually, I don't retreat.
No, you don't retreat.
I wanted to retreat.
You don't retreat, but you are disrupted and reduced. Talk about close, but that was totally worth it to get rid of the Leo too.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? We need the
Oh, yeah, the wreck. Look, we gave you cover.
Yeah. Put that there. And what do I need? I need that. That was worth it.
Unfortunately, yes, it was. But now we're going to roll down on top of you with the other Leos, because we can. How many units in that hex?
No, I can't move the T80 yet. So.
Right. He's like, I could do that again. I'm going to move another infantry up. I can do that again.
1, 2. If it wasn't for the smoke, I'd get go after the other one.
That's why the smoke is there. You taught me that. I never used as much smoke until Jeff started using it everywhere.
Especially when you have onboard artillery battalions that can fire them.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Let's see. He can go. Actually, they'll both go up here. Unfortunately, the anti-tank guns stay quiet.
Wait, you have anti-tank guns?
Oh, with the castettes.
Oh.
Right. Yeah. I mean, all three of them have the castette mistol, so I just put them.
Oh, yeah. The anti-tank guided missile, right? Yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, I haven't presented you with targets. I really don't want to do that.
Yeah. Okay, so I guess that's it. So what are the losses? You lost a Martyr and a Leopard, and I lost 3 T-64s. I'm pretty happy with that ratio.
Yeah, 3-1. What a concept.
3-2.
Well, 3-2. We did, however, kick the crap out of an infantry platoon.
Yeah, I am sacrificing a platoon. I admit that. So,
but you got more where that came from. That's for sure. The blue battalion is happy. We have shed our blood for the motherland, or whatever it is. Are you going there? Wait, yeah. Stop.
All right, what's to go here?
Yeah, I can hit him with
who?
No, I can't. They're all ops complete. Oh, ops complete. It's such an inconvenient status.
Now this would be a great time for the designated form. Oh, is that the next card?
Mic on.
Yeah, I thought you were done with your
No.
No.
Mic on.
Oh my goodness.
The blue guys are like, we have Plen. Well, why are you reshuffling it? It wasn't the next card?
It was the next card.
So why are you reshuffling it?
Because Jeff isn't done with his turn, and it's not fair to him.
No, I am done with my turn.
Now you're done with your turn.
Wait. Yeah, well, because I was going to say, now it's the time for the designated formation card to come out.
And then it was. And there it is.
Yeah. And then it was. It was destiny.
Right. So who's the designated formation?
I don't know. This is tough.
Mic off.
Too many juicy targets. Yeah, I know. Tell me about it.
I could really start firing on this Lieutenant Wagner.
Yeah.
But he is farther away from the objective.
That's true.
I could try to do some assaults using the recon units against this guy.
Oh, that would be interesting.
Yeah. Or if I do the blue, my BRDM is here now too, so I could call in artillery. I think I'm going to have to do the blue again.
All right.
Just going to have to do it. Okay, so if I leave the HQ where it is, I have to roll for these guys. Actually, they're not as important right now, only because the smoke screens are increasing the movement cost to advance. So, but if I say where I am, I only get Oh, you know what? I should probably bring up this attached T64. All right. We'll leave him where he is. So I'm gonna roll for command for this stack here. There's a nope. Then I have to roll for this stack, this guy here.
Yep.
I got to roll for command first. He's out of command. I can still try to rally him, but I have to roll a 5 now instead of a 6.
Instead of a 6, right? Because he's out of command, trying to recover disruption.
I got that. Right, so forget that.
He's in bad shape. He doesn't know where he is.
Apparently, they're pinned down.
He doesn't know what he's doing. They're just, smoking holes everywhere, and Leo 2s.
Okay. So let's call down indirect fire.
Ouch. Once again, he is cleaning my clock of my important units because I have to use them to move forward.
Okay, they hits the target hex. 3 dice at 4.
There we go. 1. Now I'm armor.
You get. Yep. So
I get 1 for being armor. I get 1 for being armor. That's it. Because this is indirect fire.
Yeah.
I thought I hit the die. Book. There it is.
And
it's a save.
Okay. Well, I'm going to use my second one, same target. Accuracy roll.
It is on target. Wow, he's using 2 on him. Wow.
4. Another bad roll.
Oh, there we go. Fantastic. Made him waste 2 of his 4. He's getting 3 more later, but that's okay.
Where's my Oh, here it is. Okay. So I used half my artillery. That did not work out as desired. See, I should have done the recon and rushed you. Unfortunately, the BTRs can't. Otherwise, I would.
Right. And the reason the BTRs can't rush the armor, for those who are not as familiar with the rules, is they don't have an inherent armor-piercing weapon, so they can't start the assault against a heavily armored target.
Yeah.
They can fight in an assault if they are assaulted. They use their assault value, which is 1 to make 4, but still, they can't start the fight. What is in this hex here? What did you just stack in that hex?
I just moved the infantry in.
Oh, okay. So it's got infantry, the BRDM, and the infantry has a Sager. And I don't have anything well, I do. No, I don't, because I can't see anything with the. No, everybody's all complete on my side. What am I talking about?
Yeah.
He gets to do his designated formation move with impunity. I hate when his recon does that. I hate it. So again, recon are always in command. Yep. So they just keep going. That's their job.
He just has the 1. All right.
Dev, are you still there? I'm just curious. I mean, I know the maps.
Mic on.
Yep, I'm still here. Just not saying anything.
Mic off.
But we want to hear your voice. Oop. Oh, there we go. I'm just trying to get the YouTube feedback so I can see what's going on.
Okay. Let's see. I don't want to move him there.
He's setting up for a fight on the hill. I just blew him off the hill.
Yep. It is funny. I can move with impunity.
Mm-hmm. But you can't see anything. So that tank just came across the bridge.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and I think that's kind of it.
Okay, next card. The recon. Crap. Okay, so the purple formation, just below the view there at the bottom there. That's two of them. There's a couple more in front of it. There they are.
Really shouldn't be stacking the BMP with the T-64.
So this is the recon company, I guess.
Yeah.
3 BMP2s that are recon and 2 or 3 T-80s platoons to go with them, which are in certain scenarios. Those 280s also have a reconnaissance ability that's a part of a scenario special rule, but in this case, they're just supporting the BMP2 recon teams.
Okay, so we're going to take 2 dice at 3.
Where are you firing? I'm not sure where you're firing.
I just moved this guy here.
Oh, okay.
Here, Leo.
No, you can't see down the hair spine of the smoke.
Oh. So he was here.
Mm-hmm.
1, 2. You want to go here or there? You know what?
Because you know he's going to die if he, after he takes the shot.
5, 6.
You're going to assault?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mic on.
He's
right.
channeling me.
Yeah, he is. Only he's got better
Mic
tanks than
off.
you usually have in Storm.
I got a hit. That's
Field.
what I needed to do.
You just wanted to disrupt him.
Yes.
Make my roll here. And I disrupted you. So you lose. Goodbye. You can back out. But you're right. You disrupted me. So here's one thing I like about the stack exploder. Get your guy out of there.
Oh, I'm coming in.
you can change the stack order, restack it, and there you are.
I'm coming in now. So it's 6 at 4.
Oh, you're coming in. Oh,
I'm coming in again.
That's what. Oh, now I understand. So now I have 2 to make 6 because I'm disrupting.
Yeah, and I have 6 to make 4.
Jeepers, freaking creepers! Miss.
1, 2. That
almost
enough.
did.
Just enough.
Nope. Dead.
I mean, I'm sticking my neck out here.
You are sticking your neck out, but that's less of a problem for you than for me.
Yeah, you gotta move the tank out though. Okay, I'll lock that down.
That's too many Leo 2s dead. I don't like that. It's only turn 1. I do have a plan now. It's just that now I'm gonna stop him from counterattacking.
And you know what? I think I have a line of sight here. From here
to
here.
Yes, you
line.
do. Yes, you do.
And I never even took my opportunity fire shot.
There you go.
They weren't paying attention.
That's right.
Okay, so 4 dice of 3.
Oh, this is just getting worse and worse.
Ooh. 4 dice of 4 for you.
Yeah.
Let's see if that composite art. You've done it before.
You've done it before. Now's the time.
Oh, man!
Oh, there we go. 3 saves.
All right.
Ping, ping, ping. We're alive. We're alive.
Yes. Aren't you? Oh, I think I only needed 1, right?
Oh, yeah. Oh, crap. All right. So, leader's dead because the unit was destroyed. He has to have a unit to go to, and there isn't, and leaders are more fragile than HQ. So, there you go. The green company is destroyed. Destroyed. Well, that wasn't the green company one, but that's
okay. So I'm gonna roll for ammo, and he's reloading. Fair enough.
Okay.
And he's ops complete. Okay. I think my last BMP will stay in. Oh, yeah. I have a tank here. I got to roll for command on him.
Yeah, he's not covered by a recon special rule.
He's good. All right. Come on down the long way.
Yeah. Boom. All right. Now that I've had my front company ripped apart, now I have a plan in my head, and I'll tell you guys when the momentum.
I am done.
Okay. Next card. So I realized that. Oh, that's the end of the turn. Okay.
That's it.
So I realize, and while we're taking these things off, I'll tell you. Yeah. I set up in an effective way because I do have 3 smoke strikes, and that gives me 3 full turns, which could be up to 6 2 activations apiece. That's a lot of activations to approach whatever I want to approach. By putting this smoke strike in the middle here, I've split his forces. I was going to drop from the Panzermörser. I get 1 hex of smoke. One of 2 things was going to happen: drop another smoke here, which would have sealed off this whole problem, which just occurred, or start shelling this. And now that's worth a Sager. It's what I have 107 mortars in this Panzermörser. And that's worth it there. So I want to bring. Whenever I play, I always forget to fire my mortars, as a friend of mine said when we were playing at PAX Unplugged like years back. And she's like, "Fire your mortars." It's like every turn she's right. Why didn't you fire your mortars? I'm like So I have the mortars back here, but they're very effective you can put 1 hex of smoke just about anywhere you want, as long as somebody in that company can see it. So yeah, you can also drop fire, but it's really kind of effective to extend a smoke screen pretty well. Again, I have 3 sets of those. So the smoke thins, but it's still there. But what I've done is by focusing in here, and I like telling Jeff what I'm going to do, and then he counters it. But basically, despite the Leo 2, because I've got another Leo 2 that or Leo 1s I can funnel into this area becomes a meat grinder. He literally walked into my line of fire. I've got at least 1 Milan set up here. I've got another Milan here. I've got another Milan here. They can all see into the valley. I can bring up the Leo 1s. This ridge is very helpful, and there's a minimum of fire coming from this direction because of the smoke.
Yeah.
In fact, if we can get somebody to see it, like this HQ here, we could drop smoke like that and completely cut these guys off. So I realized my plan is not to rush the bridge. It's to kill as many Soviet units as possible before I rush the bridge. I'm like, sometimes you have to use the turns you have. This is only turn 1, and it's leaning toward losing because I really do need those Leo 2s, both for firepower and to win, as an option to win. But NATO, you put enough anti-tank guided missiles and tanks up on the front and isolate a section of the Soviets, and it becomes a meat grinder. Buzzsaw in that movie World War III. They set up a buzzsaw. What's a buzzsaw? Oh, a buzzsaw. And that's the plan, basically, because I have 10 turns to do this, and I move faster than he does because I can activate up to twice in a turn. So my first fear was his 10 tanks that rolled on, and I'm looking at the going, now I've got some juicy targets for artillery. So the first thing I'm going to do next turn when the green activates is drop my HQ here so I can drop artillery on this stack of armor in the open, and this stack of our armor in the open, and this stack, and that's the preliminaries. If I can really nail them, I have taken care of his reinforcement, and now I can choose the next, the next line of approach with the next set of smoke. So the plan sort of formed. This spoiling attack in the middle here, I hate that stuff, but Jeff's really good at that. He's like, how can I get around this one hex and attack? And it's like, because he surprised me with this. I'm like, oh yeah, he's going to bring the one in. Oh, look, we won. And then he's like, oh, by the way, here's my infantry with the real attack. I'm like, no.
Yeah.
So it's. I'm sorry, I'm the designer. I love the way this game plays out, but that's kind of thing. Is I still have options, even though I did take it on the nose. But you have no choice but to come over the ridge. Smoke becomes your friend. Line of sight is your friend. This is the tightest set of lines of sight along this line. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So
as far as I'm concerned, the T-64 battalion has done its job, and actually in line with what you were saying, it's like, you know what? I can pull back down and start moving them to cross the bridge.
Right. And if I can catch him before he moves, I can do some damage, and that will mitigate him moving toward the bridge and getting across. He can stay on the other side of the river and give him firepower. So all sorts of options. All right. Turn 2.
Mic on.
Well, it's we got about 20 minutes left, really.
Oh, okay. We don't have to do turn 2.
So why don't we go ahead and save it here?
Okay.
We always leave them on a high note. And I'll go ahead and save this, and we will resume next week after, whenever.
Probably next week, actually.
All right.
I think Jeff and I are both free next Friday.
Yep, absolutely.
All right. Well, if anybody, I'll give you a few seconds if anybody's got any last minute words or anything like that. If people can hear me.
If people can hear Devin, he's asking for last comments. We're happy we have 20 minutes so we can answer comments or questions. I can't see any of them, so it has to come through Devin. He can read into if we can hear us. So type away.
Yeah.
I mean, with this scenario, like I said, it's been 3 years or so since I've looked at it. It's like, oh, wait a minute. I was really nervous about setting this up and everything because I completely. What did the Soviets do to
mitigate this? Yeah, it's not like they don't have enough units. But what Jeff pointed out is right. They have a minimum of command structure. When you're defending, you don't want to be stuck with one card. Me for NATO, I was also scared setting up because I'm like, I can come from different directions, but it came down to that line of sight is I have to set up in supporting distance, and that's pretty close. But not bunched up enough that the artillery becomes a primary target. Obviously, so a primary target for me is 2 Soviet tank units with an HQ. A primary target for him is a Leo 1 or a Leo 2. And if they're in the open, doubly so.
Yeah. All right, so it doesn't look like we have any questions, but we did have someone, Christopher Robin, good friend of mine, said, I don't have a question, just a thanks.
Oh, you are most welcome. Thank you guys for watching. I really do appreciate your time, to be sure. Watching us jabber and shoot cardboard. Roll dice and shoot cardboard. That's my thing.
All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and exit us out with our outgoing video.
Well, that will end this gaming session. May God bless you and keep you safe until next time. Friendly Fire. Friendly Fire is a Lock and Load publishing production.